What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Cigars and Everything Else podcast. We are in episode 57, which is a bad episode to be in because we don't have any names.
Not a one.
Not a one.
Now,
what are we gonna do? 57. Who we come up with, man? We saw some stuff in there, right?
Clay Matthews, Ricky Johnson, Hilton, some guy named Hilton in the NBA. I don't even know what team he played for. I have no idea.
Francisco Rodriguez.
There we go.
We don't know these people. I mean, I know Clay Matthews, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I really ain't ready to give Clay an episode, but I guess it's the Clay Matthews episode. I don't know. Like,
we can do Clay Matthews. It's cool.
You know anybody from high school that used to wear the number 57? We can go with him.
Bobby Johnson. He was curly white haired guy. He was nice though. He was nice.
Yeah.
Bobby, hey.
Okay. It's the Bobby who? Bobby Johnson? Bobby Johnson?
Doug. I don't know. Some guy named Doug.
Yeah, Doug and Bobby gonna share this episode, man. It's their episode 57. My name's Jared. Denzel's my co-host, and we're gonna get into a little bit of cigars and everything else. I guess, man, we might as well just jump into the stars of the show, man, because that intro sucked. So
hopefully that's not how this episode's gonna go. So, but hey, look, I'm ready for the ride. It's whatever.
Let's go for it, man. Hey, look, this week I'm gonna smoke a cigar brand that I'm kind of excited to smoke it because I discovered them actually in the randomest of place. I discovered them on Instagram first, and you know I like their branding, and now I'm actually gonna give this cigar a try. That I've never done it after the 3 or 4 years I've been watching them, but I finally decided to go with an Agnorsa leaf.
I've seen those. I've never picked one up myself.
Yeah,
I definitely have seen those. You know, it's one of those brands I've always, when I pass by it in the humidor, I give it a look, think about it, and then I keep going, like, and then steer towards something else. Like it always gets a look from me. It gets a look, but I never pick it up. So I commend you on that.
I've been the same way with it. And I like their presence online. So, you know, I was like, you know what? Eventually, I'm going to try them out. I always had it planted in my head. So we've reached that point. I got the Habano Toro. I don't know what else to say about it. That's pretty much all I see on it. I'm sorry. Actually, there is more. It is the Validacion Habano. So I'm assuming this is like validate, but in Spanish, Habano. And
it's valid.
It's valid. It's Nicaraguan wrapper, Nicaraguan binder, Corojo filler. So that's my specs. I did have that.
Okay, cool. Hey, so I'm game time decision today. And I think because of something that was on my mind, I might steer towards this way with my sticker choice. I went with one. I picked up my stick today. Showtime, ready to go, and we're gonna get to that a little bit later too. Talking about cigars on hand. I have issue with it. I'm struggling myself. This deep in the game, I shouldn't be struggling with cigars on hand, but I am. So that poses a question that we're gonna address later on. But so I hit the shop today. One that caught my eye is Perdermo. One of the darkest leaves I've seen, darkest wrappers I've seen. I haven't seen one this dark, and I haven't smoked one this dark. So I was kind of curious to see, okay, let's see what this dark leaf has, like being this dark as far as, you know what I'm saying, leaves go. We do Maduro, but I ain't never been this deep into it. So, hey, look, might try that. Or I might go with this Rocky Patel Edge A10. I've never seen it before. Has this mixed wrapper, the Maduro, and looks like probably like it's a light wrapper. I'm not gonna say it's Connecticut. I'm unsure. I haven't put up the specs just yet. But has a mixed wrapper on it. Rocky Patel, haven't seen you before. A10. maybe we'll go that way. What you think?
That is you got some interesting options, man. I'm more interested in the you said that's Perdomo, the dark one. I'm very curious about that one, but I think let's save that one for next episode. It's right around the corner.
Okay.
So we'll save that for next episode. Let's go with that Rocky.
All right, let's go with the Rocky. Let's do it. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull mine out. Go ahead and go with the straight cut, man. All weekend, I've been smoking my cigars all weekend. I've been punching all weekend. Yeah. I want to go with a punch, but I lost my punch. I have no idea where it's at. Probably in the bag. I've been traveling, so it's probably in the bag somewhere.
I think I'm gonna go with a straight cut also, and I say that like I didn't know I was going with a straight cut. I have no option but a straight cut, and I cut mine while we were prepping for the show, so I knew I was doing it, but I still prefaced it like I didn't know. Look at me being on that Hollywood mess, man. How dare I? I gotta
do it for the theatrics, man. We gotta do it for the theatrics.
Yeah, basic matches, nothing fancy. No cigar matches.
Okay. I got some nice ones, man. I got the big boys. I'm in love with these kind of matches, man. Like if I can keep some of these in the stash and keep some on hand at all times, definitely plan on it. All right, so after I get my cigar lit, if I can keep this fan from blowing my my matches out.
I like that aroma I picked up right here off the initial like that I had. This gives me a throwback vibe, man, to back, my early days smoking cigars, man. It remind me of something. I can't put my finger on what it is.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Nostalgia's always good, man. Love some good nostalgia when it comes to smoking these cigars.
Actually, I think I do know what it is to remind me of. Just off initial light, it took me to an edge. That's what it took me to. I felt I was lighting the edge. But we'll see.
And then you right over here with me then. So, pulling up this edge, a Corojo wrapper, with Honduras origins, filler, Nicaraguan, and Panamanian. And we got a mixed bag. So this is the Edge A10. All right. So, hey, look, man, I'm going to go straight into it. So we're talking about Rocky Patel, right? And we're talking about this Corojo wrapper, Nicaraguan, Panamanian, got a whole, it's just mixed up. So I had an issue earlier this week. And it was a good issue. Or depending on how you look at it, maybe not. But I was scrolling through Instagram and I saw a post, Rocky Patel, beautiful display, beautiful advertisement over this new cigar that they just dropped. And the presentation was beautiful, magnificent. I loved it. I loved the presentation. But then immediately after the presentation, I'm hit with, man, another Rocky Patel? Another one? Another one? Like I love we love Rocky. We love the high points of Rocky. And we understand Rocky has some low points because they try to hit not low points, but low points to our taste buds, right? To our palate. Because they spread the spectrum. But after saying, man, that's a beautiful display, a beautiful cigar, I'd love to try it, I was hit immediately following with, man, but another one. Another one. When is enough? And we talked about like artists and things like that. A little bit of mysteries. Stop dropping albums every 6 months or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Go missing for a little bit, come back, give us some, you know what I'm saying, some hard staples, something that we could just hold on to for a while and enjoy for a good little while before you start saturating. And I feel like is that where Rocky's going? Is Rocky oversaturated?
Rocky be dropping. He dropped more often than them No Limit tapes back in the day, man. Like he coming out, man. I got to give it to him. Shoot, he might be, man. He might be. You know what I'm saying? Like what leaves me torn is the fact that if you're always dropping something, then the people that love your brand will always be excited to go to the Humidor to try something new. So I respect that aspect of it. But then the other party is like, we're in a game where like you find stuff and you love it and you sit with it for a long time. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is a very patient game. This ain't like music. You know what I'm saying? Where once you do it to get old. Liquor, tobacco, you get you a good recipe and it stands the test of time. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you honor that. And to play the whole dropping frequently game is like playing, I guess, to the youth. You know what I'm saying? Because you see places you see companies like Ciroc do that, you know, but that's the youth. You know what I'm saying? Price point, all those wild flavors and stuff like that. And, you know, I guess maybe that's what Rocky's doing. He's playing to a younger crowd, but it's a risky game. You can really mess up your brand in the process. Like, and he's got his brand is A1 at this point. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, and maybe that's where Rocky feels like, you know, that where he's good at is the fact that, hey, I'm solid. So I can almost drop anything and I'm good. My feet are solid in the game to where no matter what I do, whether it's a win or fail, I have enough solidified in the game that is not enough to shake me out of my position. I'm Rocky Patel. Right. I'm solidified at a notch so far above the rest. Well, maybe not above the rest, but just so like just rooted so deeply. I would say that.
Yeah, he's a heavyweight in the game. He's
a heavyweight in the game.
Position is that. Yeah.
That you feel comfortable with trying, but then at the same time, you know, and I guess cigars might be a little bit different, right? Because when you got a musician or somebody like that, and they keep dropping all this new stuff, you clamor for what brought them to the forefront. You know, you hear people say, man, I miss the old Kanye, or man, I miss the old Drake, or whatever it is, right? Like, we always clamor for what made them who they are when they start going too deeply into something else. Like they're dropping, you know what I'm saying, the pop stuff, or venturing into other different styles, other genres. That's not what brought them those accolades in the very beginning. The cigar game is different. Like, you can always go pick up that edge that we fell in love with years back. And I can pretty much ignore everything else that you're doing now as long as I love what you had before and it's not going anywhere. As long as the edge don't disappear or the 55 don't disappear, I'm good to go. Like, don't take it off the shelf and then give me all this new stuff that I don't want.
Right.
Which is the difference between music, because music, it wears out in the ears after a while. And it's like, okay, I need some of that old whatever you was giving me back. I don't like this new stuff. So maybe with the cigar game it's a little different. I don't know. But to me, I started getting a bad taste in my mouth just saying, like, man, it's another one though. Like,
you know what though? Going with your analogy, you can't. It is a lot like music though, in the sense of you are. In the sense of, the same way you can go back to the edge and you go back to the 55, you can go back to your favorite Drake album. You ain't got to stop listening to it. You know what I'm saying? Just because you get, like, I heard somebody ask Mike Tyson in an interview. They were like, hey, do you miss old school hip hop? He said, nah, I don't miss it. I still listen to it. So in his mind, he's like, I don't have to miss it. I just go play my favorite records. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was his point of view. Which is the simple answer, you know what I'm saying? Because I knew the context of what the guy meant, but the way he spun it was like, yeah, you're right, Mike. You know what I'm saying? Like, as simple as that was. So, I mean, now the context of what you're saying is you want Drake to give you some new music that sounds exactly like his old stuff. or feels like his old stuff.
Feels like it, yeah.
And you can want that from Rocky. You can be like, dang, Rocky, you keep dropping these new sticks, man. You know, I like the Edge and I like the 55, but why don't you give me something in that vein that's new also, so I ain't got to just keep going to this Edge. You can feel the same way as you do with music. Like, hey, I don't want
the only thing with like
give me something to feel like this album, though.
Yeah, but with cigars, it's different. Cigars is different because you're not looking at I'm not looking for the cigar to give me the feeling of an older cigar I used to smoke back in the day. Like you can always pick that cigar up. With music, it's you want new stuff that feels like the old. With cigars, it's like I'm not looking for something new that feels like the old cigar I smoked back in 2010. You know, it's just I want you just to focus on that. I think that's where maybe in the cigar culture it's a little different, right? It's like just focus like Oliva does. Oliva just got a handful of different types of cigars and just focus in on that. And that's it, man. That's what they do great, and they're good where they're at. You're doing too much. With music is, you know, you always want something new that sounds like and feels like the old, that feels nostalgic. I guess that's where the difference might be, because
well, get this,
he might drop a new cigar that tastes just like the Edge.
Well, I don't want it to taste like the Edge. I just want a similar blend that puts me in that same feeling the Edge gives me. Just like with the music. I don't want you to do the remix to my favorite song from you 10 years ago. I just want you to give me something that feel like 10 years ago, but it's new. Like, okay, get it this way. So to argue, just devil's advocate to your point, maybe we consume a lot of music. Maybe we don't consume enough cigars to get that same feeling where we get tired of the cigar. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you look at the way we go, right? I'm not tired of Oliva. You know what I'm saying? And they got the same go-to ones. But I don't do a lot of Oliva either. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get to them maybe once or twice a year. And then after that, you know what I'm saying? When it's the next year and I'm ready to do Oliva again, it's brand new again. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just like my favorite song. True. If I listen to it, if I ain't heard it in
once or twice a year.
Yeah, it's popping again when I hear it next year. Like, oh, snap, I forgot about this. Like, so, you know what I'm saying? Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe Rocky's like, hey, look, y'all ain't gonna miss me. I'm gonna stay in your face. I'm gonna keep dropping these. Whatever if you didn't like that last one, guess what? Try this one. Oh, you didn't like that one? Well, try this one. Oh, you like that one? Well, try this one. And he just wants to stay on your palate because he doesn't want to be that Oliva where you're only smoking me twice a year.
Yeah. If I keep dropping, you go and you trust my brand.
You're going to try me out at least once. So if I drop 5 a year and you try those 5 a year, you smoke me 5 times throughout that year. So that means you came off of my father's, you came off of Ashton just to come smoke me real quick. You came off of Plasencia just to come smoke me real quick. You know, because you had to try out the new wave, right?
Okay.
Because think about it, if we only smoke, and granted, I had a conversation with an older gentleman. Like, man, I do not get to smoke enough. And say we did an episode a weekend, right? 52 weeks a year. That means we're only smoking 52 cigars throughout the year if we're only smoking on those weekends. Mm-hmm. Which is not an uncommon thing to think about work life, family life, and all the things that we got going on to actually have the time to sit down for an hour and a half, 2 hours to be able to enjoy a cigar fully. We might only, and then don't forget the weekends that we don't get to do an episode. I might not smoke for 2 weeks, you know. Granted, is that the pace that I want to smoke cigars? I would love to smoke cigars at a more hefty pace than that. But 52 cigars to go around, and I might smoke my father's at least 12, 15 times. So that only leaves me to get to all these other hundreds of cigars, cigar brands, and cigar even your lines within the brands. How deep the cigar roster really goes. If we only get to smoke 52 times a year, you're not going to get around to it as often, especially if I know I'm going to grab my father's at least 20 times out of those 52. You know what I'm saying? So I guess that maybe that's Rocky's plan. Like, nah, I'm going to stay on you. I'm going to stay on your palate. If I keep dropping them, you're going to keep trying, whether you like it or not. You don't like that one? Okay, I'll have another one. Now you got to try it. Or you like that one? I drop another one. Now you really got to try it.
Right, because you know I got a hit coming. You know what I'm saying? You know I got a hit coming. You don't want to miss it. So when you put it that way, maybe it's brilliant. Maybe it's brilliant. But
Maybe so.
you know, I don't know. But Rocky definitely outworking these boys. You know what I'm saying? Because he is
Yeah.
dropping
Oh,
and he's keeping good relationships with all his vendors because he's always got shelf space. So
always and big shelf
and
space.
towards the top.
Not just yeah, big shelf space. Like I would see a good, a big, nice section dedicated to Rocky.
Yeah.
Definitely. Only person I will say is coming close, only line was Drew Estate. Drew Estate might be outdoing Rocky. I mean, they're in that same market brand idea,
same vein,
business model.
Same vein,
but between Drew and Rocky, I don't know who's dropping more.
And see, and this is the other thing. Drew is partnering up for a lot of what they do also. So that really lets you know how much Rocky dropping, because Rocky dropping solo a lot of the times. You know what I'm saying? Just
true. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Muscle with our own stuff. We ain't partnered up. So
yeah. The only thing, well, they do got the Drew Estate Rocky blend with the Javas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. So where you at with your first impressions of your stick? You got any idea? Like any thoughts? Where you at with that?
Yeah, I had some a little bit of initial spice off the top. You know, peppery, black peppery. I pick up on a lot of milk chocolate within this. I pick up on some cedar, and a small amount of leather. You know, but a doable amount of leather. You know, the right amount of leather ain't bad. You know, it's just
yeah.
When tastefully done. So yeah, those are the things I'm picking up on.
Okay.
But I like it. I like the way that it all blend, and the black pepper's already died out. You know, and when done right, I don't mind. I kind of like a little spice when done right. You know, I don't want it to last forever, but sometimes I be wanting it to last a little longer than it does. You know, in that early on. So. But that spice is kind of dialed back a little bit. It's just kind of cedar leather and a creamy milk chocolate that I'm picking up on mainly at this point.
Okay. So, man, so with mine, I'm confused. I'm confused so far.
I bet.
I don't know what I'm getting.
A peppermint stick right there in your hand.
But it's a lot of herb. Just a hint of cocoa. Just kind of riding in the middle of it somewhere. Like it hits me some puffs, and then I'm missing some puffs, and then some puffs a little drop of cocoa's in there, and then I don't know, it's like a dry oak. You know what I'm saying? Like that earth, but then like with some like just like a real strong oaky taste, just a dry oaky taste, and that's pretty much what I'm getting. Had a little bite on the beginning, but I think that was because of my match. I think I had the match right on it when I was getting my bad boy lit. So it came off a little harsh. And I thought like, oh man, here we go, Rocky. You done dropped the ball already. I was about to write Rocky off on this one and say this was a bad idea. Because right now, I mean, if it didn't say the edge on it, I wouldn't have known it was the edge. So we talked about remixes. This is Rocky's remix. And that's what I'm getting. But I have to have a little bit of confusion because it gave me some of that edge nostalgia, but then it has a twist of something else. I'm still trying to figure it out. So maybe by the time I get to the second, third, I have an idea of what I'm looking at.
Yeah. Hey, man, that's funny. We did just discuss the remix, man. And
Rocky dropped the remix
for that. That is a remix, man. The Twizzler you got there. But, you know, that's interesting in itself, though. I wouldn't mind that as a concept. If cigar companies kind of remixed old versions, you know what I'm saying? How he did that when he brought it back with something totally new. Because we already love the edge, you know what I'm saying? Now just bring it back and add me like a little twist to the edge, you know? That's an interesting concept. If cigar companies took your favorite cigar and just, all right, now let me just add a little of that to it.
Add a little, just a little, you know what I'm saying? Get a little razzle with the dazzle. Hey, I gotta bring something to your attention. So I drank Casamigos for the first time this past weekend.
Yeah.
And being the tequila connoisseur, I like to say that I am. I don't think I'm drinking Casamigos again.
What? Now, hold on now. I thought Casamigos was
I
like
liked
that.
it. I liked it. I'm okay. I'm not gonna say I didn't like the Casamigos. I liked it. But now, like if I would have never had tequila ever and didn't really jump this, or not ever, but if I wasn't paying attention to tequila the way that we have been, I would have thought this was like maybe the greatest tequila ever. Like, man, this is great. This has this taste. But since I've had so much tequila and I jumped into this Casamigos, and then knowing that they have the additives with the flavors and stuff like that, I wasn't the biggest fan of it. I enjoyed it. Don't get me wrong. I did not enjoy it. I definitely enjoyed the Casamigos, but I think I'm more of a tequila purist now.
Oh Lord! So now that you know it's got the additives and the flavoring, you all for it?
Yeah, I think
that Class A's got it too now. Now, be careful walking this fence you walking.
But hey, look,
we came out and spoke very highly some episodes ago.
We did. I don't know, but hey, look, man. I think I don't know, man. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna write Clase off because Clase is still my favorite tequila to this point. But it wasn't flavored as heavy. Like whatever additives they did, they might have done it in a more
it was
discreet way, tastefully done, to kind of leave a lot of that tequila as prominent as possible. Mm-hmm. But the Casamigos, it felt like to me that it wanted to enhance the tequila too much with the flavor and not let the tequila be the prominent part of the drinking experience. You know, like I don't know if I explained it to you over the weekend, like with the taste I was getting. I was drinking a lot of time. I was drinking a lot of Casamigos. I don't know if I ever got to talk to you too much about it.
Yeah, but I didn't get the review. Let's hear it.
Crazy thing is, I had Bumbu. I had a bottle of Bumbu, and I had a bottle of Casamigos. I think I opened the bottle of Bumbu towards the end of the night, but I drank the Casamigos primarily. But that Casamigos gave me a lot of Bumbu, like flavoring. It felt like I was drinking. Yeah, very reminiscent of the Bumbu. So to that point, I didn't feel like I even wanted to open the Bumbu until later that night because I felt like I was kind of getting the Bumbu in the Casamigos. It had this little vanilla undertasting with the, you know what I'm saying, mixing with the tequila, and it kind of felt like I was drinking a Bumbu. I even poured some lemonade in it because, you know, like the Bumbu and lemonade mix, and that's nice. It really felt like I was drinking Bumbu. So that's how much flavor, just like kind of like bring it to, I guess, a perspective to see the delicious, how much flavor it had in it. It really felt like I was drinking Bumbu. It gave me that Bumbu rum with the hint of vanilla, all of that in there.
So the tequila really ain't the star of the show. The tequila is just a co-star.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much. Okay. It feels like Casamigos is riding the coattail of
alcohol to be the star of any show. Like even if it's a mixed drink, I want to know I'm drinking alcohol at the end of the day. Like to know where I'm at, what I'm getting involved with.
So that's why I say I think that might be my first and last time drinking Casamigos. Okay. Enjoyed it. It was a fun drink. I really enjoyed the drink. But for a tequila lover, I can see why they would kind of downplay Casamigos a little bit. I can see it.
Okay. So this is the equivalent of a CAO, you know.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I would say that. It's a cigar, but it has flavoring, but the flavoring is more than the tobacco flavor. Like we like those flavors that complement the tobacco where you feel like you're still smoking a cigar, like that mint, that Java or whatever, and it's not overpowering the tobacco. It's not overpowering all those nuances in the cigar smoke that we love to get. And I think that the Casamigos did that. The Casamigos definitely did that. I didn't get that tequila, that strong tequila that I want to know that I'm drinking. Like, this is tequila, and this is nice.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that clarified that for me. That lets me know also I don't have to try that because I'm not I'm not a fan of that either. You know what I'm saying?
No, I would say
Try
try it. I would say try it. But you probably gonna only want to enjoy it for that one time. Like just say I tried it. It was a good drink. That's it.
Yeah, man. I don't know. If it's like, and don't get me wrong, I like bamboo, but at least I still got an idea I'm doing some kind of rum. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
yeah,
like to do like pineapple Sriracha, something I don't know. Just trying to name some off the top of my head. I don't like. Did that artificial flavor come through on it? Like, because that's what I don't like in liquor. Artificial flavor.
It didn't taste like I think what you're trying to get at is it like a liqueur? Like the
does it have that liqueur feel to it?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Okay, so check this out. So we like the bamboo, right? And the bamboo has a flavor. But the only difference between what makes the bamboo cool for me versus the Casamigos is I'm not a rum drinker. So I'm not in the bamboo for the rum taste. I like the tequila for the tequila taste.
Yeah.
So I don't jump the rum. So if you throw some flavor in the rum and you downplay the rum, fine. I don't care because it's not doing anything to me. It's like, okay, if you flavor whiskey, I'm not for flavored whiskey. You know, even though we did it before, we had the honey bourbon whiskeys and all that stuff, and that was cool for that time. But I wouldn't drink it now. It's not my thing now.
And it didn't last long during the time we was trying it anyway. I think we quickly realized that we don't like that stuff. It's probably during the time we were discovering we didn't like that stuff.
But you know what? I would say this. If you like the 1800 coconut tequila, and we do that, but if you're going for that flavor in the Casamigos, then why not? Because I do like the coconut 1800.
Yeah.
But I'm not drinking the 1800 coconut for the tequila.
When the last time you had 1800 coconut?
It's been some years.
Yeah, there you go. I think I got some sitting around with it. I ain't touched it in it's been sitting there for some years probably. I ain't touched it in a while either. I think we've aged into a more sophisticated drinker, and I ain't drinking that either, to be honest with you.
Yeah, man. Hey, look, man. After the Casamigos, I really am going to only be a premium alcohol drinker. It's only premium. Yeah. It's only premium. Especially as I transition out of here and I get my new setup in my new home, San Antonio, when the time comes. Looking forward to it. And start my bar all new. It's only going to be premium drinks only.
From there, yeah.
I just don't see the point. I don't see the point.
I'm with you. It's becoming like that. It's like, hey man, you might as well. We always say this. Instead of just buying once a week, just buy once a month and make it last. You know what I'm saying? It'd just be worth it.
Yeah.
We ain't drinking to get messed up anyway. You know what I'm saying? So if we're drinking to enjoy it, I might as well get something I can enjoy at the premium level. So I think, but that comes with age, and I think we're reaching that age.
We're at that age. We're at that point. We're at that point in life now, man. It's like, hey, look, I'm only going to be drinking the premium, and we'll make it last. Making it last. So it evens out.
We smoke tobacco to enjoy it the same way, and now we also want our alcohol to enjoy it with the same thought process. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like if you drinking alcohol just, hey, I'm trying to hurt him get messed up, that's the equivalent of smoking cigarettes. And we not those people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They align. I got cigarettes and shots go together.
I was offered some Parmesan. Parmesan. Yeah, Parmesan. I was offered some Parmesan this weekend. Hey, he had a big old bottle. You want some Parmesan?
No, get that way.
No. I'm good. I mean, and I am not looking like I'm better than somebody who drinks Parmesan. Because trust me, I had my fair share of Parmesan. I've had my fair share of Jim Beam. I've had my fair share of E&J. I done drank them.
Yeah.
But where I'm at now, like, nah, you keep the Parmesan. I'm cool. I'm good on that.
I'm cool straight on that, brother. You keep it. I rather not drink tonight.
That's all you. That's all you. You got it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you on it, man. I'm with you on that shift. And to double back to that rum, it made me think about something. Maybe we aren't fans of rum because rum already has that artificial taste to it, like something else is done to it. You know what I mean?
Naturally,
Like
huh? Right. Right.
naturally, yeah. It's a weird taste in alcohol to me, man. Like, I know some people love it, but
Nah,
it ain't my thing.
I've never jumped on rum. Like it took bamboo to actually have me consume rum at
Yeah,
a more at more volume. Bacardi never grabbed me. You know what I'm saying? I've been to Puerto Rico and I loved my time in Puerto Rico and they had the rum spots and distilleries and all that. It just never grabbed me. Never became a rum guy. Definitely had a good share of vodka, but never rum until bamboo.
yeah. All right. I think that's I think it come down to that, man. Hey, some news I saw right before we went on, and it's right in line with alcohol since we're discussing alcohol. Uh, Hennessy is doing something it's never done before, and it's doing it with one of our favorite people in hip hop. Says Hennessy is altering its name for the first time ever in collaboration with rapper Nas. So,
Okay.
says since its founding in 1765, Hennessy has never altered its name. As the saying goes, there's a first time for everything. And in celebration of the 50th anniversary of hip hop, the cognac brand is making an exception. Hennessy teamed up with Grammy Award winning American rapper and hip hop icon Nas to reveal a limited edition bottle titled Hen Nas C. So it's going to look like Hen Nas C, Nas. And then the SSY at the end. The special limited edition Hennessy VS bottle was designed to reflect the never stop, never settle energy that both hip hop and Hennessy portray. And he's going to be doing a deal with Nas, man. It's going to be a Hennessy bottle and stuff. And he's going to be.
One, shout out to Nas. Shout out to Nas, always making some nice business moves. And I love the never stop, never settle commercials and all that stuff, the feel that it kind of gives you. And I don't know about you, but I came up through my drinking, you know what I'm saying, portion of my upbringing. It's through Hennessy. Hennessy has a strong background and staple in, you know what I'm saying, my history with liquor. With that said, I did recently say that I can't drink regular Hennessy anymore. Like it's either Richard or better. It's either Richard or better.
Yeah.
So I wonder how like what level of Hennessy, like is this the regular bottle of Hennessy or is it like the XO or is it the
It didn't really clarify it. It didn't clarify it in this particular article. This article is by Forbes. Maybe it does. Maybe you can check Nas' Instagram and he promoting it already. I don't know. But either way. So shout out, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Big shout out to
a company that hip hop has done a lot for. And the reason Hennessy was a part of your upbringing in liquor, and the reason it was a part of mine also is through hip hop. And
for sure.
It was such a staple in hip hop. So, they owe that to us, man. So that's beautiful, man, to see them give it to one of the greats.
And we've seen a lot of times where, a lot of these companies, they'll eat off the backs of the hip hop culture, but then turn their backs on the hip hop culture. Mm-hmm. Like, thank you for consuming me, but business wise, no, I want nothing to do with you. Mm-hmm. So cool for Hennessy to do that. Like, well, and hopefully after this, they'll start bringing Hennessy from back behind the counter and put it back on the shelves.
Hey man,
stop hiding our Hennessy, man. Stop hiding our Hennessy. It's like, yo, this is a $35, $40 bottle. Why you got it behind the shelf with the $200 bottles, man? Come on, yo.
Right, man. Get out of here. I just steal one of your $80 bottles over here instead. How about that? Oh no. But yeah. Hey man, let's keep the show rolling here, man. I want to get into something also that you talked to me about and it's continuing along with this whole where we are as cigar smokers and where we are just growing up and being a little older. You said to
Mm-hmm.
me earlier in the show that you wanted to get back to this. You had to go pick up a stick for the show. You didn't have anything prepared, which
Right.
leads me down the road of wanting to know what is the proper amount of cigars that a cigar smoker should have on stash and available and ready to smoke at any given moment. Is there a number for that?
Talking about just the average cigar smoker, not your most aficionados.
We can break it down. We can break it down
brand
in the categories.
Okay. Before we do that, check out this ash burn.
Nice burn. It's a nice burn you got going there.
Look at that.
You out of character. You should take a picture of that.
For sure. Instagram this, man. Put this on the Burning Cigars page, man.
Nice
I'm gonna keep going into this bad boy fall. But while you say that, let me go ahead and take a picture. But yeah, to get to your question though, man, that is a really good question.
Mine ain't as good as yours, by the way.
Sure,
my burn is
my joint looking like what's my guy from Hey Arnold with the high top, Gerald? That's what I'm looking like right
now.
Yeah.
You got that Gerald from Hey Arnold.
I got that kid in play right now.
You got the kid, I got the play. You know, I got the play, you got the kid. I ain't gonna be able to. My review ain't gonna be worth much of nothing. This is you have to catch me at the show.
Yeah, that joint burning slow, which is a good thing.
The first third,
which is a good thing. To answer your question though, I don't even know if I have an answer because I had the inquiry myself. It's like as far as man.
Where should you be at? Let's start there.
Okay.
I feel like I feel like 13 years strong now. You know what I'm saying? Where should you be at 13 years later?
Honestly, I feel like where I should be is to have at least 50 to 75 on hand at all times. A few not necessarily throwaway cigars, because I would never smoke a throwaway cigar, but you know what I'm saying? You know the cigars that we've reviewed and say, okay, this is a cool background cigar. Just to pull out. I'm on the grill, I'm working, I'm doing this, just to get by, a quick smoke. So a good portion of that filled with, at least 25 of those. Let's say 50. 50 minimum. That's where I should be at. 50 minimum. And of that 50, at least 10 of those should be anytime cigars. 10 to 15 should be anytime cigars. Whenever I feel like I just want to smoke, I might not have a whole 2 hours to get through a smoke, and I just want to sit down. I just want to puff something, right? I just want to puff a cigar, get that cigar feel. I should have at least 10 to 15 of those ready to go at all times. And then the rest of those, between 35 to 40, of ones I really, really love. Because if you think about it, we got a top five cigars that we love. 50, that's only 10 of our top 5. It's not a lot. It's not a lot. And then say you break that down even more and say, okay, I got 10 anytime cigars, 40. So maybe 5 each of my favorite top 5, that's 25. And then at least 15 of the Alec Bradleys or the Perdermos or whatever, kind of filling the in-betweens. So I'll say about right now where I'm at, I should have at least 50 at all times. At least 50 at all times.
Okay. I ain't mad at that. Like, see, for me personally, I know 50 is too much for me.
You think so?
Because I'm not. 50 makes sense. What you said is the answer. What you said is the correct answer. But for my lifestyle, I know 50 is too much, and I'm not going to take care of it. But I make a good argument for why I should have 50. Because when I think about it, I think I should have a 5-pack or at least a 10-pack of whatever cigars I like. Like you say, your top 5, you should at least have a 5-pack minimum of that. Maybe a 10, you know what I'm saying? But no less than 5 of your top 5. So that's 25 right there. And then that's 50 if you actually got a 10-pack. You know what I'm saying? So what you're saying is, yeah, so that's what I'm saying. You are correct in what you're saying. But let's just say you got 5 of your top 5, like you say. Then you got some ones in your top 10. Maybe you don't got 5 of them, but you went and got 2 or 3 of them. You know what I'm saying? Just 2 or 3 singles of those. You know what I'm saying? That quickly gets you up to, right around 40 anyway. And then let's say you just got 10 randoms that you just saw a cigar and picked it up along the way and just grabbed and threw it in the mix. And then you not only are you supposed to have some randoms, you are supposed to have some of them background ones where you already smoked. It's decent. It's something for the background. So I just grabbed another one when I saw it because eventually I will feel the need to smoke this specific cigar, even though I don't love it like that. You know what I'm saying? So by the time you have that whole little combination, you at 50, 60 cigars.
50.
You know what I'm saying?
Easily.
But I know
at 50.
my laziness when it comes to humidor upkeep and my lack of frequency is why I shouldn't have that. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, I should have my top 3 in a 5-pack, and then I should have a couple stragglers along the way, and then I should have.
So you saying personally where you're at with your time and your upkeep, maybe 10 at all times?
Probably 20. You know what I'm saying? Like
probably 20 at all times. Okay.
Yeah, and 12 of those should be my favorite, and then the other 8 is just randoms. And in those randoms, I have randoms, and then I have redo randoms that I kind of like, but I didn't love. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. So let me ask. Let me throw this factor to at you. So you traveled over the weekend. You're traveling again. I traveled over the weekend. And I had to go to my humidor to kind of grab some travel. I could only grab really 2 that I felt comfortable traveling with. And that pretty much almost cleared me out, right? And I smoked another one because I had that one on reserve. I knew what day I was going to smoke that one. Had a specific day and time I was going to smoke that one. But I was only able to grab kind of a throwaway smoke and then a smoke I was really looking forward to. I can only grab 2 to travel with. And I was traveling for 3 days. And during those travel times, especially with the type of events that were going on, I could have easily have smoked 2 a day. Just enjoying the festivities of life. Right. So when you travel, you think you want to have your travel sticks, all these things, and you should be able to go grab and feel comfortable with having enough in your stash when you come back. I'm like, I can have one the next day, a show stick, this and that. And the way that we operate, 10, 20, cutting it close. Like,
even then, when I should be able to grab 5 to travel with. When I travel, my life ain't set up like that right now. Like,
not right now.
It sounds great. Like, that's what I want my life set up where I'm like, hey man, I can get me a morning stick, I can get me an evening stick. I'm chilling, and
2 a day.
It,
2 a day.
That should be the minimum. I should be doing that now. Like, if I was doing that, I should be doing 2 a day. At least 4 days a week. I ain't doing that now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I might smoke, outside of the show, twice outside of the show, like a week.
I mean, pretty much same here. Or even, not even, because usually that next smoke I'm smoking is just finishing up the show stick anyway. Like, I wish. And when a couple weeks ago, when I randomly ran into an older gentleman, when I needed to smoke a cigar, and I ran up on him, I saw him just randomly. I had a cigar on me, and I wanted to smoke, and I didn't have a lighter. And I saw this guy over here smoking a cigar. Like, yo, you got a lighter? And we sat there, we talked for a little bit. After he gave me the lighter, I let him start smoking. And I was like, man, this is my second one. I'm probably gonna have one later tonight. This was like mid-afternoon. I had one this morning. I'm having one now. I'm having another one later tonight. Like, I do about 3 a day. Easy. 3 a day?
Nice. That's a lot of free time, brother. Shoot, he got that's at least 4 to 6 hours he got in his life to do 3 a day.
Like, let me get that. Like, this is my second one. I had one this morning, one this afternoon, and then when I go home tonight, I'm probably gonna have another one tonight. Hey, it must be nice.
Must be nice, man. And if my life was set up like that gentleman's life, I would have my cigars figured out by time of day. What's gonna be my
Mm-hmm.
morning stick? What is my wind down stick when it ain't gonna have too much nicotine in it? Why I ain't hyped up? You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
then what's my afternoon stick? It's gonna hit me like coffee and get me going. You know what I'm saying? And I would have it all figured out like that. So it really is based on, if you a newbie, I wouldn't tell you to rush out there and don't go rush out there and get 70 sticks. You know what I'm saying? 75 sticks if you're a newbie because you're excited. Now, if you an older person in the game and you got the time to do it, go get your 75 sticks. You know what I'm saying? To 100. If you this guy, you need 100 sticks. You know what I'm saying? So he buying packs for everything that he buy.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
You,
saying?
you getting them
When I
bad
say a
boys off
newbie
the
don't do
Cigar
it,
International and Thompson.
right. Now, with a newbie, the reason I say if you're a newbie, don't jump out there and go get you 75 is just because you got to learn what you like, man. You know what I'm saying? Take your time, ease into learning what you like. Don't go out there and buy like packs of cigars. You know what I'm saying? And then on your first time trying it, you bought a 5-pack. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Just go buy one, buy a solo, see if you like it. And then if you do, then go get your pack if you can afford to do it like that. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't suggest nobody going out. Man, I've been wanting to try that stick. I'll get a 10-pack. Chill. Don't do that.
Yeah, chill on that. You're going to get that one, like, oh, I ain't like this one. And now you stuck with 9 of them bad boys that you don't want to smoke.
And you feel bad for gifting it. You know what I'm saying? So don't even do that. You know, like take it easy. And
do you feel bad for gifting a cigar that you don't like? It depends on who you're gifting it to.
It depends. It depends. If I didn't like it for preference reasons, no, I don't feel bad. But if I didn't like it because I'm like, this stick probably is a bad stick and I gave it away, yeah, I would feel bad for that. But I wouldn't give away a stick that I thought was a bad stick. Now I would give away a stick I didn't like preference wise, and I'm like, somebody will like this. Maybe you'll like it. Try it. You know.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I have given away a bad stick, a stick that I knew that either wasn't good, and the cigar itself wasn't good. Like the actual cigar brand line or whatever. That it wasn't preference for mine wasn't gonna be good, and I knew it wasn't gonna be good for nobody. Like nobody's gonna nobody should. All right, this is bad. Aficionado etiquette.
You gave away a Gurkha, didn't you?
Yeah. But the moment was, okay, like I knew the individual wasn't gonna be a cigar. They was just trying to smoke it just to be, you know what I'm saying, to fit the moment. Yeah. Look cool, whatever. We out, we drinking, we bar. Hey man, you got some cigars, man. You smoking cigar? Let me get one. Hey, here you go, man. And maybe this is bad cigar karma. Maybe I should have gave him a good one because maybe that moment could have turned him into a real, you know what I'm saying, cigar enthusiast.
Yeah.
But it's like, all right, I got this one. I really don't care for this one. Here you go, man. In the moment, it is what it is. Here you go. Just have a cigar. Just say you had one.
I get it if your stash is low, like we talking. I get it. Now, if your stash is proper, the correct cigar etiquette is to find something that he'll like to bring him back to the culture.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so I've done that. I've done
where
that.
you was at in your humidor. You know what I'm saying?
I've had that where I had some decent ones and I had some really good ones, a couple really good ones, and giving away my best. So my cigar karma is balanced. It's balanced.
I'm assuming you was running dry that day. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. So I had like, ooh, I really wanted this one, so I gave it. I've done that. But then I've also given some cigars that I knew that weren't gonna be any good. It's like, here you go, man. Just smoke that. You'll be all right. Yeah, man.
Hey, man.
You ready to get to reviews?
Let's do these reviews, man. Let's wrap it up. And
well, you ain't got much to review.
I can't. My review's pretty much the same as earlier, man. To be honest, I'll go first. Because I didn't get out the first third, so obviously I didn't get no changes. My entire experience, man, it burned fantastic. You know what I'm saying? Nice long smoke. We done been, at least 50 minutes, pretty close to 50 minutes with the cigars lit up. It stayed lit the
Mhm.
entire time. I had a pretty good burn. I like the aroma on it. Like I said, in the beginning, there was a little bit of spice. There was a little bit of spice and a little bit of black pepper type
Mhm.
right there on my palate, but those both went away. I actually didn't mind it staying a little long, but it didn't. It chose to go, so it was fine. I had pretty much a creamy milk chocolate, some cedar, and leather throughout the smoke, and that was pretty much the predominant notes that I picked up on throughout it. Uh, yeah, that's it, man. You know,
All right.
I like the
Now,
stick. To do my score 1 to 5 is really unfair to Agnorsa Leaf, but I have to do it. I'll just give them a 4 even. Only
really?
because it's a 4. It's good what I
Okay.
had, but
Okay.
it's
Okay.
that's it though. Like I can't go above it, and because I haven't experienced nothing else. But that first third is the first third of it was a 4. We'll say that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay. Because I was gonna say like this cigar line is hanging in the balance of your score. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? But hey, because it's first time on the show, first time being highlighted by us. 57 episodes in. So hey, but
Yeah.
hey, a 4. I was shocked by it.
It was good. I enjoyed it. I have nothing bad to say about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I can't go any higher than that because I only got into the first third. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to, it's unfair for me to go any lower. You know what I'm saying? I could go to a 3 something, but
Right
I
at a
would just
4.
be doing
Okay.
that. I would be handicapping them for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Because I enjoyed what I had. It was good. I didn't get to go to the next place and see what was new. So the after
Nice.
show review
After
will
review, yeah.
actually be very important because that will determine if it goes down into the 3s or if it actually maintains a 4 or tends or goes up a little higher.
Yeah.
I can't say if it's trending either way right now. So we'll see.
All right. So as it is, we know. Well, what was it called again?
Agnorsa Leaf.
Agnorsa. Okay.
Yeah. Agnorsa Leaf, Nicaragua, Live Validacion, Habano.
So
Toro.
we at least know that first third is a definite 4. Smoke the cigar in the first third, you gonna get a good experience. All right, I'm with it.
Good experience first.
All right, so let's get to the remix, man. The Edge remix. let's call it that A10 Edge remix. I will say this. Okay, so at first I was not liking it. I didn't like it. And I did contribute the bite at the beginning to my toasting. I toasted it pretty harshly. So I recognized that. So I was like, okay, let's be patient. This is Rocky Patel. Rocky usually has really good quality with his sticks. And smoked it down. As we saw, we had really good construction throughout the smoke. We had that ash which fell off. I didn't even get my picture yet, but it fell off. And we got it down to the second third, and the second third is where it really shined. I got some cocoa in there still, and it had this like a really good nuttiness. So that oak kind of transitioned to me. It felt like the oak was transitioning to a nice nuttiness with some creaminess with it. The smoke was nice and thick. It felt more like a full body smoke. I think the reviews I looked at said more medium body, but medium to full, to almost full. Where that smoke kind of really it really enhanced that creamy, nutty cocoa taste. And harshness, especially in that second third, as I got to the second third, nice and smooth. So it kind of took me on this roller coaster ride where I was kind of confused and it kind of smoothed out. So if you're looking for a cigar to give you a nice ride in the beginning like those Palencias did, which I want to mention that before we get off, but it's not going to give you that. It's not going to give you that, but it does smooth out towards that middle portion, towards that second third, which started to become really, really enjoyable. Got to that point, like, okay, I like it. I was ready to write off the A10 and say, Rocky, you're doing too much, man. Stop with the remixes. But I'm gonna say, Rocky, you did it. You did okay. I'm not gonna give it a 4. I'm not gonna give it a 4. I'm gonna say a 3.8, 3.7 to 3.8.
Okay.
So I settle
Good
at
score.
3.8. I settle at 3.8.
Yeah, 3.8 is a good score. Good score.
Yeah.
That's the type of score that if this cigar doesn't change once it gets beyond this is Agnorsa. If it doesn't change,
Yeah.
probably the range that this could want to drop down to more than
Yeah.
likely, unless it does something really bad. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
I
Yeah.
take a
I don't know. I don't know if you start calculating your scores like throughout the smoke, or do you wait to a certain point? But I did start calculating on how I was going to score this from the very beginning. I was like, ooh, this is like a 2.8 right now. And then it kind of got to the 3, and then it settled there. But then it started really getting good, and it kind of like picked up and said, okay. So it doesn't get a 4 because it started so low for me. But then I also said, okay, maybe user error. Maybe I scorched a little bit too much on the toast. But I think it settled out at the 3.8 where I'm at right now. That after review, we're gonna see if it can maintain that 3, like you said, maintain that 3.8, hit a 4, or if it's gonna come back down closer to that 2. We'll see.
Yeah, most definitely. Hey, before we get out of here, you said you wanted to touch on Plasencia for a little bit.
Oh man, I've never look. Okay, so I had the one you had, the black van, and I'm gonna say this, man. This is us doubling back, or me at least doubling back on the second episode in a row to talk about Plasencia. I had the reserve over the weekend. Mm-hmm. I had the so this is 3 Plasencias in a week time frame. And so far, with those 3 different sticks I've had, consistency. Even at the low end of the spectrum, the $9 stick that I had, the reserve, nice. Uh-huh. And if I would have never had the Alma Fuerte before, I would have said that stick was an A+ stick. I doubt it back only because I had the Alma Fuerte before and after.
Yeah.
And man, Plasencia, you are doing a great job with your cigar line. 3 different Plasencias in a week, and I'm ready to go back and have another one. I'm ready to grab me another Plasencia.
They like that as a brand. Like that.
As okay. It wasn't just that one stick that you had or the one stick that I had. So far, 3 different ones, 2 different Alma Fuertes, and the reserve. I'm ready to try the red band. I'm ready to go up through the line. I'm ready to try them all. Plasencia, you'll blow me away.
Did you notice the difference between the one I had and the one you had? You smoked the one I had, right?
I did. I did notice a slight difference. I think the one I had, to me, was just a tad bit smoother. Just a small amount. I don't know if that Colorado wrapper has anything to do with it. We thought you had the
deluxe version, so.
Yeah, I don't know. I think yours was priced higher, though. I don't know. I really don't know. I need to go back and look, and maybe look into the statistics and all the details of the cigar. But I felt like mine, the green one I had, was a little bit smoother.
Okay, you went 4.8 on yours, and when I revised, I went to 4.7. So that falls in line with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, with how we rated our experience.
I'm ready to go up the line, man. Like, I've smoked other cigars since, and I'm still thinking about Plasencia.
Ooh, we did the top 5 episode a little too early.
I am a Plasencia fanboy at this point. I'm a fanboy, man.
All right. We're gonna see 2024 where they rank out on the list then at Vernon's, man. That's I'm looking forward to it, man.
Hey, just like we talked last week, I might have to go back and forth between Davidoff and Plasencia and just smoke them back to back and see. Because Davidoff, man, Plasencia, you got me locked. You got me on lock.
Yeah. Hey man, I'm gonna set back and record episodes back to back, man, and just go Davidoff Plasencia, whatever you say the damn name.
Plasencia.
We do that.
Plasencia.
I thought it Plasencia.
Plasencia. Yeah, Plasencia. Yeah. I apologize. I think I've been saying it wrong this whole time, and even before on the episode. Plasencia. Plasencia. Boom, there we go. You got it.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, man, that's the the Doug and my boy, I don't forgot his name already.
Bobby
man.
or whatever his name. We won't know.
Yeah,
Number
that
57.
episode.
Number 57. Get buckets.
There you go. Hey, we out of here, man. Y'all keep them sticks up high.
Yes, sir.